what you feel. And in other situations, you feel like not dead yet, but feel very bad. Yeah, so I'm ready. So, and I found in one classroom, I was a PhD student, and I felt so good that now somebody will teach me, and it's not me who is kind of responsible for everything, but somebody else. So in the desk on the classroom, I found somebody who put in the pen kind of the, like statement. And if you know a little bit about Marx, Engels, I hope you know, so it's kind of a founding father of all these, communist ideas. But anyway, everybody knew about them, like Washington, Lincoln here, so it was Marx, Engels, and Lenin there. So the statement was, Marx is dead. Engels is dead. Lenin is dead. And I don't feel very well also. So it was a funny kind of joke which helps, to feel great and to feel, so maybe it's time to wake up and do something great and promote those who deal best with paradoxes. So these are kind of tips, implications, how to deal with chaos management and how to be successful. And the last part of our formal, last part of this class, it's kind of a long class, and I appreciate very much our media center because I didn't even expect it to be so long. Managing complex adaptive systems. So again, the main idea, and we must learn from the nature, from this, from everything what happens without us. Complex adaptive system is defined as a system of individual agents. You see, individual agents, it's very much important. It's not like all together. It's everybody, everything is single, is individual, is just by himself. That's it. Who have the freedom to act, each of them their own freedom to act, in ways that are not always totally predictable. And those actions are interconnected such that one agent's actions change the context of other agents. I love this definition because it explains exactly what we can do in this, leading an age of chaos. So everybody, each, employee, every agent must be independent, unpredictable, kind of be by himself, making his own, choices and decisions, and actions must be interconnected. It's how nature makes this. This is a characterization of the only known type of system that is capable of thriving at the age of chaos. This is the only system that can survive and be successful at the age of chaos. So if you want to have a recipe, this is the recipe of how to thrive on the age of chaos. And this is my favorite part. I teach the same class in Moscow, and I teach the same class in Kiev and in Minsk, and I'm planning to teach the same class maybe next summer for in 2 or 3 other countries besides United States and this. And I teach in class, like face-to-face class. And I tell them, okay, you know nature, look around, look around. And try to choose any existing system, and draw the picture, funny, interesting picture, which explain us the structure, kind of patterns of this system choose, the culture, how the agents, some kind of members of this system knows how to behave, how they learn about this. Relations between these agents, because we just discussed that they're kind of interrelated, hierarchy, if this hierarchy exists, and, information exchange, like communication process or kind of processes in organization. And now I'll show you real projects which my students gave, and you will do the same ideas, but it will be you, and I believe it's even better ideas. So, for instance, it was the water, the idea of water, and the students explained that this is kind of how. So this is you see, oh, it's even Russian. What I like is this part. It doesn't matter what the space is given. The water finds its own way to fill the entire space with no harm for itself. So it's very much comfortable. If it had this space, it's good. If this space, good. Then, if you look at the water like glass of water, it's much. But if you look like using microscope, you will see that there are many kind of drops, in this water. So many independent drops together make water. And they explain, you see, like in Microsoft, how it looks and the structure of this. And when I asked about hierarchy, they told, nope, but water kind of, it's powerful strength with no hierarchy. Have no clue how water deal with this, but we know about this cyclone. We know about all this, flow. We know the strength of the rivers and all this, New Orleans stuff. So the water is stronger than us. With no hierarchy and no given orders. So it was one student's project. It was funny, and the presentation was, great. This is the body of and this is a system which works very well. And they explain this, and again, it's just in different language, and explain that this is how here it's planning, here in leadership, and here it's all the system and organization. So this is again, and the idea is it might be, kind of balance. And if anything happened in, if you have pain in this part of in your hand, all the body suffers. So the body learns how to care about each part of the body. Unlike our organization, sometimes that we feel good when somebody feels bad. Body learns that it just doesn't work because pain for, the entire body have pain. And again, there are great presentation. Other students ask questions, how to react on changes, and how, for instance, if you meet it was funny questions, and it was just, we were laughing maybe 15 minutes on this picture, and their presentation, how this system deals with unpredictable environment. And this is, it's a wolf pack. And again, it was one more not the best picture, but one more presentation of how the leader and all the members of this pack, operate. And yeah, there is a leader. And then we asked how they choose. Do they vote for this leader? And it was one more funny explanation that they don't vote. They just, the leader is the most strongest, the most useful for the pack, the most, and it's his job to prove that he is the most useful. And again, it was interesting that you see there are some youngest members here, and the member of this team was biologist, so I trust him. I'm not. The youngest are here, but here you have the oldest one, who just don't allow this youngest one do too many mistakes and choose wrong directions. They kind of watching here and so it's kind of three funny examples of how systems know how to adapt. They know how to do planning. They know how to organize themselves. You know how to communicate. They know how to survive. They know in thrive, not just survive, but thrive on the age of chaos. And we know that the nature doing very well without us. And only if we intrude, the nature has a problem. At the same time, everything what we people do, like houses, cars, everything needs always maintenance and fixing and everything. So maybe we should kind of, learn from something what is more successful than we are. Learning from living system. First, yes, We have to abandon the mechanistic worldview. As I told about Newtonian approach, and we have to think more about synthetic. We must change our moral